Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s, 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
I can't do the Arnold voice. I can't say his name.
I
try.
The booze helps.
It does help. I need more confidence to do the Arnold voice.
You're a Deadwood guy, right? You like Deadwood?
Deadwood's amazing.
I love that where they were trying to get the doctor to take a shot of whiskey before he's gonna do the thing, and he's like, "It'll steady your hand."
Yeah.
He's like, "It doesn't steady your hand. It makes you care less about the fact that your hand's not steady."
Brad Dourif was so. I mean, the casting of that movie or show was. Oh God, I love Deadwood so much. It's just one of the best westerns ever. Anyway,
so the wine doesn't make your Arnold impression better. It just makes you care less about how bad it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's good. That's important.
You get more shameless.
We are here to talk about Lethal Weapon, though, not Deadwood.
That's true.
Although maybe we should do a mini podcast where we break down Deadwood, because I would be 100% on board with that.
Show. Yeah, but no, we're on our Lethal Weapon shit.
Yeah.
To me, Lethal Weapon's like, we can talk about it. It's on it's like on the fringe. It's on the peripheral of my Mount Rushmore of action movies.
Okay.
Like, give me your like top 4, top 5 action movies.
I mean, Die Hard is number 1, and I know but there's a lot of biases with that. I think Terminator 2 is number 2 for sure. Die Hard with a Vengeance is actually number 3.
Oh, okay.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 2 actually for me is number 4. I like Lethal Weapon 2 more than Lethal Weapon 1.
Well, we got to talk about it on the podcast.
So we'll have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
And then I think honestly Predator is number 5.
Good choice.
That is my top 5.
That's your top 5?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Mine are, the top 2 are, I don't know which order, Die Hard and Aliens.
Oh, Aliens is good. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Die Hard and Aliens are like far and away, I think, to me, my 2 favorite.
Good choices.
Then after that, it's, I don't know if it's in order or not, probably, the Terminator, the original Terminator.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's a superior movie to the second one. I think the second one's like obviously more polished.
Yeah.
And like the special effects are on point. The action
Still
sequences are unbelievable. But it's kind of just a remake of the first one.
It kind of is.
It's
basically
sort of the same
is.
plot.
Right.
It's the same plot, just done a lot better.
Yeah, but that's Jim Cameron. I mean, he's one of the worst script writers who's ever lived, but he knows.
But the first one is like a perfect little movie. It's so well written.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Terminator, the Road Warrior.
Okay.
Is on
These
my
are all
Mount
good
Rushmore.
choices. Yeah.
And then maybe Lethal Weapon is like on the that one in Road Warrior. I could flip back and forth about like which one goes on the four heads on Mount Rushmore or whatever. But it's Die Hard and Aliens.
I mean,
man.
Road Warrior and Aliens are without a doubt the first Terminator. They're all in my top 10.
Yeah,
there's
for
no
sure.
question about it. Yeah.
And Predator falls just outside.
Interesting.
And Terminator 2 falls just outside. And maybe like a Point Break or something like that, perhaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Lethal Weapon's like
Point Break
right
is probably
there,
in my top 20.
Yeah.
But it's not in my top 10 for sure.
But yeah, Lethal Weapon's like right there.
Interesting.
It's like oh my gosh, it's so fucking good. It's just we gush about it because it's deserving of all the praise I think that we're giving it. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
And I think if you placed yourself in 1987, like you would have had to say, what were the good action movies? Like there maybe we won every couple of years.
Yeah.
Like probably Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
And probably
but that
Aliens,
was 84 at this point.
Aliens had just come out 86.
86 was Aliens, yeah.
But it's like, you don't get a good, especially not a shoot 'em up cop movie.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Aliens was like action bordering on horror, right? So it's not the same thing, right?
Yeah. And this is not sci-fi.
Right.
It's not like, it's just it's a cop. It's all the Dirty Harrys or whatever, Charles Bronson flicks.
Yeah, but it's not as cynical as like Death Wish is, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
No, it's
right?
just fucking good.
Yeah.
And we've seen buddy cop movies, I guess. Right. I guess it wasn't Cops, but like 48 Hours was like a solid little.
It was a
buddy.
solid. Yeah, it was. But that was more of a comedy, though, in my opinion.
And it's not. They're not both cops,
right?
So it's not like. But yeah, I'm sure there had been buddy cop movies.
Beverly Hills Cop is out there.
That's a great fucking.
And it's
movie.
a great fucking movie.
It's also though it sort of steers more into comedy than
it does.
action.
It is more of a comedy than action movie. Yeah. And it's a great movie though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
like,
dude,
no
it's
shade.
Like, it's another one of those like perfect movies, man.
And I think that was like the biggest problem with the second one is it tried to be more of an action movie, right? Like the first one was like, no, we're a comedy with some action, and then the second one tried to be an action movie with some comedy, but that wasn't, in my opinion, Eddie Murphy's forte. Right.
No,
like I just don't think it was as good as a result.
It was just a little less good in every way.
Yeah. Still liked it. Still liked the second one. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. The third one, it was awful. Yeah. And I haven't seen the fourth one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like fan service.
Oh, okay.
It's fine, but it's not good.
Okay.
It's just it's enjoyable to watch, and then you'll never think about it again.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I hadn't thought about it until you just mentioned it. I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, that was fun enough.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good time.
Maybe I'll get drunk and watch it when I'm bored one night.
Absolutely. But anyway, we're here for Lethal Weapon, though.
We're gonna get to Lethal Weapon.
We're on our Lethal Weapon shit. I will try to
give
bring
us a
us
summary.
up to speed here. So
this might be the most plot dense movie we've done since Face Off.
Yes. It's because it's a complex plot with the perfect amount of moving pieces. That's a skill, man.
Yeah.
Well, to write a mystery that's not too complicated, but it's not so complicated that you figure it out from jump. It's not Commando.
From the jump. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, they kidnapped his daughter. He's going to get him back.
I also want to point out this movie's an hour and 40. Face Off is 2:30.
Yes. So the movie opened with a girl jumping off of the roof of like a condo building or whatever, or off her balcony. Then we're introduced to these cops. We got Murtaugh, who's like the straight-laced family man. We got Riggs, who's a loose cannon fucking suicidal cop. They each have their little adventures of the day, but they get partnered up to work the case of this girl who jumped off the balcony, who is the daughter of a friend of Murtaugh's from back in the war. And they're sort of starting to investigate that. They're like, okay, we're going to go and talk to the dad, who's like, I want you to find everyone and kill them for me. And then they're like, well, we can't do that. We're fucking cops. So, there's only so much we can do. But he's like, you owe me whatever. Then they go to talk to that girl's pimp, and they show up at his house, and immediately this guy's like shooting at him. So they try not to kill him, but then he refuses to not be killed.
He wants to die.
So Riggs, that's Mel Gibson, shoots him in the chest, and he falls in the pool. They can't save him, so he's dead now, and they're sort of at a impasse on the case at this point.
Right. All of their leads have dried up right now.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So night has fallen, and Riggs is hanging out in the mansion, and he's watching football as the forensic crews.
Like the big screen.
This is hilarious. I thought that was such a great moment. Like the disdain he has for these criminals. Right, that he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch football on their big screen. Right,
absolutely, and why not? Like, this is how the other half lives.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna enjoy this.
The view out the window, was sick, Jesus dude. Christ.
The Hollywood Hills are just
that's nuts,
another place. Anyway, so Murtaugh says that the coroner just left with the body, so we can leave now. And then he also sort of like, hey man,
By the way,
thanks for saving my life. and Riggs was like, I bet that hurt to say. And Murtaugh goes, you'll never know. It's a great exchange. Like,
great moment.
The chemistry just like bleeds off the screen. These two play with each other so
they,
well.
They continue to bond.
Yeah.
It's great.
Again, it feels natural. It feels earned. This doesn't feel forced at all. And Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just anyway.
Because he's I don't want to like you, but I guess I gotta like you now because you saved my life.
You saved my life, and also
let me
we had that
introduce
moment
you
in the
to
car.
let me take you to meet my family.
I mean, we're soaking wet. Like, yeah, I feel like this is the least I can do. Right, exactly. So, yeah, so they go home, and Riggs is in his big giant fucking truck, which is practically a character in the second movie.
Yes. He parked right in front of a fire hydrant.
Yeah, right. They
established Chekhov's fire hydrant.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway, so when they get home, the youngest daughter, Carrie, she runs out to greet them. A very cute girl. Murtaugh introduces Riggs to his son Nick, who is with a bunch of friends, and he's like, "Which one is my kid? Which one is my kid? Oh, this one is my kid. You two get head on out of here."
He's kind of like showing off or something, like trying to do whatever. Yeah. The daughter was cute, though.
Did you wait?
She's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're home at a sensible hour." And he's like, "Well, I try to be a sensible dad."
Yeah.
And then like she's like, "Daddy, is he a crook?" Because I guess the idea is that Riggs is supposed to look super like shady, sleazy.
He does kind of look a little shady, a little sleazy. Yeah, no doubts. So Murtaugh teases his wife about how bad her cooking is.
She's like, "You're being an asshole." I love the roast fest that they have between them, because it's like
it's a healthy
happy marriage. Exactly, you can tell. It's not like they love each other.
Exactly. So they have that freedom and that safety to tease each other a little bit. Meanwhile, Rianne is fucking in love. She has found her one true love, and it is Martin Riggs.
The fucking horny teen.
Like, Jesus Christ, the hormones were coming off of the screen. She did a great job. I completely believe that she was in love with Martin Riggs. And I suspect this actress, given that she was actually 26 and Mel Gibson was 30, absolutely was trying to get into his pants.
Oh, for sure.
100%, I believe that. And so I don't know how much acting that really was. Anyway, at the dinner table, Rianne just can't stop looking at Riggs. It's actually a hilarious scene.
It was like the students in Indiana Jones's class.
Yeah.
Where they're just like batting their eyes and just staring at him. Like,
it's like
please notice me.
So Riggs notices that she's staring at him, and he tries to play it off. But then Murtaugh's other kids, they see it too, because she is not being subtle, and they start giggling at her. So Murtaugh, everybody sees what's going on. So Murtaugh tries to defuse this situation by telling her to go get dessert from the freezer. She comes back and she goes, "Would you like a tart?" It was just which was code for "Will you fuck me?" I mean, it was really clear that that's what that was. And he goes, he goes, "Oh, it's okay. You can call me Martin." And she Martin. Yeah, she is on for him. Murtaugh goes no, that's Mr. Riggs to you.
It's so funny.
It was so great. It was such a great moment.
The mom, I think, was like, "Rianne, this is not the first time we've had company."
Yeah, that's a great line.
And Murtaugh's like, "You could have fooled me."
Yeah. So the younger kids, they start beatboxing and rapping about how Rianne loves Riggs, which I thought was this great moment.
Yeah, she's in love with a guy named Martin.
and then they get Murtaugh to rap, and it's so bad, but it is such an amazing domestic scene.
Yes,
that brings us back to who Murtaugh is as a character.
Yeah,
right. And it's like a great. It's another one of those scenes that I remember, because it's so important to establish remind the audience who this character is.
His family is his life.
Yeah.
I think also, I'll repeat what I had said earlier, which was I don't think there was that many major studio movies before this where you had a thriving, happy, black family.
Yeah.
A nuclear family is intact or whatever. There was the Cosby Show, I think, was out at this time, but that was showing this, because before that it was shit like the Jeffersons and Good Times and whatever bullshit like that, where it's you're people living in the
funny
hood.
Shows, but there's a certain stereotype.
We're struggling, not we're professionals with happy, intact families.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I don't know. It was just a great domestic moment.
Yeah.
And everybody played the role perfectly. Murtaugh was the dad who understands what's going on, and He's trying to manage that, the two younger kids and the mom. And then Riggs, who's the outsider, completely knows what's happening. And he's just kind of relishing in all of this because he knows he has no interest in this young lady.
And he loves needling Roger.
And he loves
it's just
like, this is the perfect way to needle him. It's a great scene. I love this scene. I loved it the first time I saw it as a kid. Not really understanding why I loved it so much. And then now as an adult, I still love it. And now I understand why I loved it as a kid, right?
Yeah.
It's a great moment.
It works, man.
Wonderfully written scene, wonderfully performed scene. It's just, again, we talked about this in the last episode. It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's violent as hell.
You could take all the action out of it and just have it be like a mystery story or whatever. And it'd be a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we have to languish on that scene. Anyway, so later on, Murtaugh and Riggs, they're drinking beer and they're on Murtaugh's boat.
In the driveway.
Yeah, in the driveway.
Yeah.
And Trish is giving her husband shit for not taking out the trash. And Murtaugh has the lame excuse of like, but I'm entertaining our guest.
It's funny though.
It's great.
Yeah.
Riggs starts asking questions about the boat. And it's pretty clear that Murtaugh has no idea what's going on. But he's like working on the engine.
He's like, I bought the boat. I know how to drive the boat. I don't know like what type of fucking, he's like, you can sail this thing? He's like, it's not a sailboat.
It's not a sailboat.
Yeah, it's just funny.
It's great. So Murtaugh's like, why do you want to make everything so complicated to Riggs? And Riggs is like, man, look, things just get complicated by themselves. This is a good moment. And Murtaugh figures like, he thinks he's talking about the Hunsaker murder.
Oh, you're talking about the Hunsaker case.
Yeah.
It's a great segue. It's very well written.
Yeah, exactly. And Murtaugh says, like, look, it's simple. We got one dead girl.
Well, he's like, did I mention that? I didn't mention that. And then he's like, oh, well, you didn't even have to because I can read your mind.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the bond is getting strong.
Yeah. They're starting, finishing each other's sandwiches. So he says, like, we got one dead girl and one dead guy. The dead guy kills the dead girl. We kill the dead guy because he wants us to be dead guys. It's pretty easy to me. It's fun. I like that. It's a good sum up.
That's easy for you to say.
It's good sum up. Yeah.
It's just good writing.
Yeah, it is good writing.
It's snappy writing.
Yeah. So anyway, Murtaugh's theory is that the pimp was dealing drugs and he killed Amanda because she said something or saw something that she wasn't supposed to see her.
Right. Which on the surface, that would be like the most likely explanation.
Exactly. Case closed, moving on.
He's like, and that's why he tried to kill us tonight.
Right. But Riggs isn't complete. He says, this is just too simple. It's too neat. I don't buy it. And Murtaugh's like, I like neat.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, why wouldn't you? But Riggs starts muttering under his breath. And as he's doing this, he like turns around in the seat and turns the key to the ignition. The boat like turns on, and Murtaugh's about to like lose his fingers.
Oh my God, what's happening?
And he jumps up.
But he can't figure it out. He's like, what?
Which button do we press? I'm wondering if he's ever even taking this boat out on the water.
Yeah, Riggs is like, all right, Captain.
Yeah,
he's like, is this what you're looking for, Captain?
Yeah, exactly. And I love that Riggs is like he's the one who turned the boat on, so he knows exactly where the ignition is.
And Murtaugh should know.
He should know, but like Murtaugh is like can't find it, and Riggs is like playing this up.
To be honest, he's probably shit-faced drunk.
Oh, they're all like, they're both hammered at this point. That's fair. Anyway, Murtaugh is like about to lay into Riggs.
It's just like, you asshole!
Yeah. But Rianne shows up and totally interrupts and like completely diffuses the situation. And she asks if she can go out with her boyfriend the next night. Murtaugh says no, that she's grounded. And Riggs is like, cut her some slack. And is like, look.
Riggs should be sitting this one out.
He should not be getting involved.
Why are you jumping in? You don't know shit about this situation.
Because he likes stirring the fucking pot.
That's true. Fair.
He's like, this is absolutely him stirring the pot.
That's fair.
They're bonded enough that he can like be a problem and it be okay. So Murtaugh, though, like explains like, no, that she's grounded because we caught her smoking weed in the fucking house. Mm-hmm. And then they get into this really like, I remember, I see, this is one of those ones I had completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
This really still contemporary, like valid discussion about whether weed should be legal in the first place. Mm-hmm. And Murtaugh's like, whether it should be or it shouldn't be, it is illegal. So there you go.
Right.
But you can tell he's on his daughter's side because she's not in more trouble.
Right,
you know?
And he's like, whether it's right or wrong,
right?
It's illegal. Yeah. And she's like, it's wrong.
Yeah.
And then Riggs is like, right.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good moment.
It's a good moment. Yeah.
It's also like, this is the progressive action franchise.
Yeah.
Where like especially the later ones, but you got like this discussion about like weed should be legal. You got like in the fridge in the kitchen is like the end apartheid now.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Sign up on the fridge or whatever. Like they really start to lay it on thick in like 2 and 3 and 4.
I feel like they do. But in 87, it is still the 80s, and there is still a lot of casual racism and homophobia and sexism.
But it's not like the Rambo 2,
exactly,
like the jingoistic, like rah-rah. We should just kill everyone and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Like, they're willing to have like a little more nuanced conversation. I feel like they skew liberal on their politics throughout.
I mean, like you would never see this in what is the guy who wrote Red Dawn and Dirty Harry?
Emilius.
Yeah, you would never see that weed exchange.
He'd be like, weed. Yeah. Anyone who smokes weed should be murdered.
He would be in the theater shooting his gun into the ceiling, right? I mean, like, so it is in a movie that features two cops. Mm-hmm. The fact that they have this conversation about the legality of weed is in 87 is insane.
It's like the peak of like, just say no times, right?
Especially given that the movie opens with someone high on drugs killing herself. And yet they're still willing to entertain the idea that weed's
kind of harmless.
Yeah.
We don't want to fuck with heroin and all that shit, but like weed is weed.
But weed gets lumped into all of these other drugs, especially in the 80s.
It's a gateway drug.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure,
exactly. Okay. So anyway, we're getting off on a tangent now.
I smoked a joint and then next week I was like sucking dick for coke.
Isn't that how it always happens?
That's how it works. That's how it works. You ever suck dick for coke?
Anywho, this movie.
Yes.
Riggs says he's heading home. He teases Murtaugh a little bit more, but says like, "Look, man, you got a great family." And Murtaugh like takes it genuinely. He doesn't. He doesn't think he's lying.
It does feel like they're like kindred spirits.
Yeah,
the two of them. Yeah, it's great.
So as Riggs is walking to his trucks, he says, "You don't trust me at all, do you?" and Murtaugh goes, "You make it through tomorrow without killing anybody, especially me or yourself, then I'll start trusting you."
There was that weird moment where Riggs like threw his beer can and they're like, Murtaugh picked up the trash lid and like banged it. It was edited weird, like it was edited in a way that made me think that probably didn't actually go into the can.
And they like had to do another take.
Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, Riggs goes, "I do it real good, and Murtaugh goes, "What?" And he said, like, "Look, when I was 19 and working on the Phoenix program, I killed a guy in Laos with a sniper from 1,000 yards in high wind. Maybe 8 or even 10 guys in the world could have made that shot. It's the only thing I was ever good at." It's like, whew.
It's heavy.
It got heavy real fast. Yeah. Anyway, so Riggs says goodbye. He starts climbing into his truck. Now that I said that,
we'll have to keep tabs. I feel like the next day passes without him killing anybody, but we'll pay attention as the movie unfolds.
Yeah, we'll call it out. Email us if we miss it, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
Just send us a DM and
an angry email, angry message on Facebook.
The worst. Anyway, so Murtaugh says, "Hey Riggs, do you really like my wife cooking?" Riggs pauses for a moment and goes, "No, see you tomorrow," and hops in the truck and drives away. That's good. That's a great scene. There's so many great, great character scenes.
So, and on the director's cut at this point, there's a scene where Riggs goes and picks up a prostitute but says like, "I just want you to come home and watch like Three Stooges with me."
Wow.
And like until I fall asleep and then you can leave.
Wow.
Or whatever. It's kind of a deep character moment. Yeah. The prostitute was played by Renee Estevez, like Emilio's and Charlie Sheen's sister.
Wow.
Or whatever. And that one's
crazy.
Another scene that was like, you can watch that one online for sure.
Okay.
But he like picks her up and he's like, "How old are you?" And she's like 18. And he's like, "Bullshit, how old are you really?" And she's like 16. And he's like, "Okay, get in the car." It's kind of creepy.
Oof.
But he's like, "I just want you to come home and watch TV with me until I fall asleep."
Oof.
But it's a portraying how lonely Riggs is, I guess. Yeah.
I'm glad they cut it from the movie because
it is weird.
It would really betray the scene that had just happened before that. But in a certain way,
It informs a little bit of like as we move forward. I think probably something that would have happened that night led to Riggs having a breakthrough on the case.
That's true.
But so we should move forward because we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So later on, Murtaugh is in his kitchen and he's grabbing a late night beer from the fridge.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Just like a nightcap. Did you go see One Battle After Another yet?
No, I still haven't seen
it. Dude, you gotta watch that. Have you seen the Benicio del Toro meme?
Yeah, no, which one? The dance?
No, where he's getting like, he's with the cops. And they're like, have you been drinking? He's like, I've had a few. And they're like, a few what? And he's like, a few small beers. That's like just a few small beers is such a fucking line.
Dude, I mean.
That movie's killer, man.
I missed it. Like, I was sick.
I was in
Ireland for 2 weeks.
It might be the best movie of the year, man.
Yeah,
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I know. I will see it.
It'll be out again because it's going to be Best Picture nominee for sure. It's probably going to win. It's so good.
There's so many movies that are out right now that I'm missing in theaters. I ended up just watching Frankenstein on my TV.
That new Predator movie is supposed to be fucking killer.
Really? Oh, yeah. Badlands. Yeah, I heard it's great.
Supposed to be good. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So many movies. I'm behind on all of them.
One Battle After Another, though. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's fucking great.
Okay. So Murtaugh's grabbing a beer from the fridge, and he finds like his birthday gift from Riggs, and it's like this toy policeman cap gun with it's pretty hilarious.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah. But underneath it is an envelope that's marked evidence that's from Amanda Hudsucker's condo.
It gotta be.
Yeah. He opens it up, and it's a high school yearbook and a porno tape that she's in. He puts the tape on in his living room, which I thought was a bold choice.
And it's a good thing Trish didn't walk in. He's like drinking beer and watching porn.
with his glasses on.
It's for work.
It's for work.
I swear it's for work.
And it's just like girls taking a shower. I mean, it's like not even
softcore lesbian.
Softcore. But anyway, he turns the tape off. And now he feels like he's got a personal investment in it because like because Amanda's the last one to show up.
Well, he's probably thinking about his daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
And she's so young.
This girl's just out of high school. Yeah.
So the next morning, Murtaugh's asleep in his bed. So thank God he didn't fall asleep in the living room with the tape on.
Big old hard on.
That would have been bad.
Mid jerk off,
dick in his hands.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next morning, Murtaugh's sleeping in his bed, and Rig wakes him up by like waving a hot cup of coffee under his nose. It's another good
scene, man.
Yeah, I know. So Murtaugh, he's like startled. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my bedroom?" He's like, "Well, Trish let me in." He said, "Look, I've been thinking about the Hunsucker case, and I've got a theory." So Riggs has got a theory.
He's like, "Come on, like we got to get up and we got to go catch bad guys."
Yeah.
It's so good.
So
but I feel like there probably was something in like the scene with the hooker where he had a breakthrough of like, she wasn't in her normal area. Something like some piece clicked into place.
You're right. There would have been a nice interstitial scene.
Such a leap he made overnight.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's why
I think maybe there was something there, but it's still.
I just think that prostitute scene was
it would have muddied the waters.
It was way too dark.
It would have been like. Made us had conflicting feelings about Riggs.
Yeah. We don't need those conflicting feelings. But anyway, we're willing to go along with him on this leap at this point. So Riggs said he spoke to Vice Desk about Dixie, the prostitute from earlier. And eyewitnesses on the scene said that she was nowhere near her usual working area.
Right.
Like she's way outside of her usual area. And that's pretty significant. So Murtaugh gets out of bed, and we cut to they're in the shooting range, and they're continuing to talk about this theory. Now, I'm gonna like grind a gear a little bit here. This is certainly Lethal Weapon is not the only TV show, movie, video game, or whatever film media that does this, where a conversation starts at one location.
Yeah.
And then clearly, at least 30 minutes later.
Oh, yeah. 30 minutes, an hour later.
Only on the second sentence.
And we're still like Yeah, we didn't miss a beat.
It drives me crazy, and I know it's a convenient mechanical way to manage a location transition.
In my mind, I think of it. This is like the second or third time they're going through their new theory.
Yeah,
we
can steel man it. We can steel man it that way.
We're honing our theory.
Right. It's been broader, and by the time we're here,
let's go through this again.
Let's go. Okay. All right. If they had said, "Let's go through this again," then I would have been a lot happier. But anyway,
I love the shooting range scene. This is like another one of like probably the 3 or 4 most memorable scenes in the movie is like the bit at the end of this scene.
Yeah.
With the shooting, but
yeah.
I was wondering, like, do you think like are cops? Do you think are they required to do a certain amount of shooting?
I believe that they are. Yeah,
and, like,
I believe that there's
a certain amount of like you have to be a good shot, or like you have to show some proficiency.
I do believe that if you are like out in the doing
if you're carrying a gun,
if you're carrying a gun, I do believe that you have to pass like a yearly shooting exam.
Okay,
I do believe that that's the case.
It would make sense.
Yeah,
you don't want a bunch of cops who've never shot before.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're in the range and they're talking about their theory. And we're going to steel man this and say that this is the 4th time they've gone through it.
We've finally
narrowed it down.
We've narrowed it down to this is we've got it worked out.
Exactly. Yeah. So they know from forensic that someone else had been in the bed with Amanda that night.
Mm-hmm.
And all this time they had been assuming that it was her pimp or a John or a boyfriend. But what if it was fucking Dixie?
Which is weird because what are the implications of that? Like that Amanda's a lesbian?
Well, or I mean, she could be
just like a recreational, like when I'm having sex, I'll just like this is like I'm fucking on my free time.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like hired this hooker.
I mean, I don't know. It's unclear.
Also, it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
I mean, they could have just been sleeping next to each other.
That's also true.
You know, they could have made a tape and they just fell asleep in the same bed. We don't know, but it is sort of like not what they were expecting.
Yeah, maybe it was Dixie. Because she was out of her element there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And maybe if it were Dixie, someone paid Dixie to poison Amanda's drugs.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So she gives her the tainted drugs, cleans up the condo, sneaks out. But unexpectedly, Amanda jumps out the window before she can die from the tainted drugs.
Yeah.
And now Dixie's got to get out of there quick. She gets out in the street, though, but witnesses are already gathering, and they see her, so now she can't flee. So
there was some woman was running away.
Exactly.
No,
she'd be fingered immediately.
Whoa. Hey, now. Easy.
All right. She would be, I was going to say pegged, but I'm like, that's not any better.
That's worse. Oh, you made it worse.
So, anyway, to cover her ass, she grabs a cop, saying, oh my God, I saw everything. So she takes a situation and like she works it to her favor. But then they start bantering about how this is a long shot, but it's worth exploring. A long shot, but it's worth exploring.
I don't know that reference.
No, but like it's just in the movie. Like they're
like, it's pretty fucking thin.
Pretty fucking thin.
He's like,
pretty fucking thin.
Yeah. What's wrong with thin? I like thin.
Right.
He's
right,
like, with your wife's cooking, I can see why. He's like, and now is the bit that's the most one of the top memorable
sequence.
Scenes.
Yeah,
there's this shooting. The target practice.
So Danny Glover, like he shoots his 6. It's like, oh yeah, center of mass.
They bring him back in and they're like, oh look, center mass. And Riggs is like,
brings his in out, and it's just like so tight,
super tight,
super
right on the heart, right between the eyes,
And Murtaugh's masculinity has clearly been challenged.
Okay, check this out.
Yeah,
like, let me show you what an old man can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he like pops another target on. He pushes it out to a reasonable length. He like cracks his neck, reams it around. This is his signature move.
When I'm about to really like bullseye one.
That's right. Quick draws and fires immediately. Pulls the target in, and it's just right between the eyes. Just nails it. Perfect shot. Riggs is less than impressed. And he's going to show him like what's really going on.
Let me show you what's up.
Let me show you what's up. So he takes the same target with the bullet hole already in it. Mm-hmm. He pops it back up on there, and he sends it all the way to the edge of the range.
Yes.
All the way. And I actually like this scene because it goes on way too long. it keeps cutting back to the target continuing to move away.
Well, like Murtaugh's like squinting.
Yeah, he's like, it keeps cutting. Yeah,
you can still see that?
Yeah, it keeps cutting back to them, cutting back to the target moving, cutting back to them. All the time there's like a PA system making all these announcements. I mean, they're really leaning into the fact.
Like, Riggs was doing some weird like humming. He's like,
right. Really emphasizing that this is way too far for a pistol. And then he pulls out his gun, boom, 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 pulls it in, and he's added to Murtaugh's one bullet hole 2 eyes and a smiley face.
It's fucking crazy. That's like a top 3, I think, memorable scene in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like that, the scene on the ledge.
Yep.
Yeah, and then a scene later with Endo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or maybe the fighting scene at the end too.
Yeah, no, the gun range scene is definitely one.
Like, wow.
I always remember the smiley face.
Like for a 10-year-old boy, it's like, yes, he shot a smiley face. This guy can kill people. He's good at killing.
So they're, with Murtaugh's masculinity thoroughly destroyed, they leave the gun range and they head over to Dixie's house. And they're just gonna we're gonna interrogate her on her version of the events, and they go back to the pretty thin.
Yeah, remember, it's just thin.
Just thin. There are kids there that immediately identify them as cops.
They're like, oh, policemen are
just
here.
like instantaneously.
Those kids are sharp, man.
Yeah, and they go, "You gonna bust Dixie?" And they're like, "Nah, we're just here for a cup of coffee." He's like, "Oh, you're gonna bust Dixie. You're gonna bust Dixie."
I like Murtaugh's like,
shh. Yeah. So they approach the house, again, reminded like this, very thin. As they get to near the front door, the whole fucking house blows up. And you know me, I love explosions.
Yeah,
this was
a good one.
Amazing explosion.
That was a good one.
You could practically feel the heat through the TV screen. Just so good.
That was like, do you remember Last Action Hero had almost the same scene where he was walking up and the whole house exploded? I feel like it was like a callback.
Yeah, it had to be.
Because it was like the same type of little bungalow.
Yeah. Riggs and Murtaugh are just fucking blown back right on their asses. Riggs is like his jacket's on fire, and Murtaugh's trying to pat it out. And then we get that, again, casual homophobia from the 80s. But anyway, then they do the thing. Probably nothing. Pretty thin. Pretty thin.
It's really good.
Yeah. So little kids start screaming, "Hey, we want you to do it again." And they ask, "Do you think Dixie was home?" It was like, "Oh, shit, kid."
But they sort of look at each other and nod Dixie was
definitely home. Yeah, she was already dead inside, probably.
Maybe.
Anyway, so we transition to a little bit later. The cops and the fire department have arrived, and they're really just tossing this corpse around in the body bag. They are not delicate with this at all.
Not a lot of dignity for Dixie.
It was hilarious. No dignity for Dixie. They're pulling it out of the wreckage of this house, and they just flop it onto the gurney, and they walk it away.
Oh, my God. Remember that shit with, what was that? Was that Action Jackson where he's like, "Take a look at this."
Yeah,
rip the sheet off Dead Sharon Stone.
I've never seen
I've never seen a woman this hot before. It's like, Dixie's not getting that.
It's just no respect. No respect. So Riggs, he actually finds part of the detonator, and he's like, "Shit, I've not seen anything like this since Vietnam." He said, look, the CIA's paid mercenaries. They use this shit. So this is not an amateur shit. This is
the point being, this is not like random street criminal stuff.
Yeah, exactly. This is for real, y'all. A detective tells him that hey, we figured out that one of the kids saw something. They saw a guy messing with Dixie's gas meter, and he got a really good look at him. So you should come and talk to him.
Right.
Murtaugh comes over, tries talking with the kid. It's a comedy variant. It's like a Little Rascals level comedy.
Those kids were wild.
They were funny, dude.
I loved everything of their clothes. Were crazy.
Well, the kid was wearing the 1-3D glasses.
Well, he had a fringe jacket on.
It was just so insane. It's like, what is this? Back to the Future? What is this?
What's your name? It's like, don't tell him your name, Alfred. It's just
also
humor.
His name was Alfred.
Alfred, man.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a great moment.
I loved that one kid was like, "Is that a real gun?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a real gun." He's like, "Mama says policemen shoot black people."
Oh, God.
I was like, well, that's just a little too real.
That was a hard moment.
Mama's spitting straight facts.
Yeah.
He's like, no. When someone does something bad, I shoot him in the leg or something just to stop him.
Before he says that, dude, you notice that he like the other black cop, they look at each other. There was a moment I'm like, that wasn't on accident.
Yeah.
So
he's like, we got to get these other kids out of here.
Let's get these other kids out of here. Let's go get ice cream. So they leave.
Way in the background, you hear the one kid's like, can I get some for my brother? And the other kid's like, what brother? He doesn't have a brother. It's like all comedy happening.
It's just like straight
very quietly in the background.
Yeah. So Murtaugh has like asked the one kid who's left, like, hey, could you draw a picture of the man? Hey, bring this kid some crayons.
Yeah.
And Riggs is like, oh, great, we're gonna put an APB out on Big Bird. Murtaugh like shakes it off, and he's like, could you describe what the kid looked like? And he said he was a white guy, blonde hair, and then he pauses, and he looks at Riggs's arm, and he says he had a tattoo exactly like that one.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic moment. Riggs looks at his tattoo.
It's
and
like
he's
a snake wrapped around a
snake
dagger.
wrapped around a dagger stuck through a skull.
Yeah.
And Riggs is like, are you sure that this is what you saw? And the kid was like, yeah. Like the kid is certain that this is the exact tattoo. So they walk away and the kid is just sitting alone on the fire truck. He just abandoned his child.
They just left his ass sitting there.
No adult supervision. So Riggs explains to Murtaugh, though, that this is a Special Forces tattoo. And Murtaugh goes, what the hell have we gotten into here?
Yeah.
Which is a good beat to end the episode on, actually.
Well, yeah, seeing suddenly this is something a lot bigger than like a couple of dead prostitutes.
This isn't, exactly. This isn't small time. This is,
man.
This is major crimes.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. Things just keep escalating, heighten, and expand.
Whatever that means. I love it. I fucking love it, man. I love this movie. I'm glad we're talking about it.
Yeah, this is a good one. Good holiday choice. Good holiday choice.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Pour some eggnog out.
That's right.
Go put on Lethal Weapon.
Make your hot toddy.
Absolutely.
Get some cozy socks.
Hire a prostitute.
Absolutely. But only as long as she's wearing a Santa hat.
Yeah. Yes. No, but check us out on the social media. That's at 6DOS Podcast. Man, send us some shout outs. Tell us what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely.
Next.
What movies do you want us to talk about within the confines of our parameters?
Yeah, we're talking like action flicks, like, well, I don't know, 82 to like 97.
82 to 97, because
the golden age, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
The hard R, gratuitous nudity action movies.
Absolutely. Obvious squibs blowing real blood everywhere.
Slow-mo kills. The railing kills.
Rolling on the ground kills.
Yes. Somersaults and pop-up shooting.
Those are the best ones. Yeah. What do you want us to cover?
Maybe some karate.
Oh, I love karate. American Ninja.
Naked Van Damme.
We could do American Ninja.
American Ninja.
We've not done American Ninja.
Okay. Oh man.
Anyway,
we're gonna talk about that off mic.
We will. We'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll be back.
Yes.